Lander Barton and Devin Dim here.
Devin, is that one of the wildest games you've ever been a part of? And just describe the emotional roller coaster that this team went through.
Man, well, our team's come a long way from the beginning. Senior, especially it being senior night, they led the charge the whole way here. So this is the first time where we've been tested, where we've been down. Things just aren't going right on both sides of the ball. So the fact that we came in the locker room and said we got each other, believe until that clock says zero, because this is a special team. We're gonna do something with it, and finish out the game strong.
Lander, you guys obviously gave up a ton of yards rushing, but you get that pick right at the end. I mean, just kind of walk us through your emotions of kind of what was going on at that time. Did you black out? Like, what's going on at that time?
I mean, I was just happy for the boys. I mean, that was a tough one, the whole game. We made a lot of mistakes, and we have stuff we need to fix. But I mean, just to end it that way, I was just happy for everyone, happy for all the seniors. I mean, there's so many emotions running through my mind, through my body. So I mean, it's kind of hard to put into words, but just happy for the boys.
For Devin, just walk me through that final drive before you get into the end zone. What were you telling the guys? What did you see on that massive run, and then just a touchdown? What was going through your mind?
Yeah, I love leading the charge, but man, it's a lot more easier when the O-line said they got me every play, no matter what's called, and the receivers were out there too, and the running back said I'm gonna get the first if I get the ball. So my confidence is definitely up higher when the rest of the group believes in me to make those plays. 4th and 1, I thank my coach for putting the ball in my hands, and man, the O-line they block like that all the time. So we've ran that play a lot, and man, it hit for sure. And just to finish that drive, again, that's the adversity that we're finally able to hit. Game-winning drive, no errors, and I think we did that.
Wayshawn Bird, I'd be curious to get both of your thoughts on the leadership that Dev and Lander both showed throughout the night tonight.
I mean, I'll go off starting first. Those are two captains. Like, you go to a team, you won't want to have those two. So when we went in that locker room and they came to us and it was like, we're going to go as a team and like come as a brother, it just showed the captainess and like the leadership that they have. It showed that we can put faith in them and anything that they say or will do. So I'm behind them all the way.
That's literally quarterback on offense and quarterback on the defense. That's what it comes down to. Not once did I hear Dev say he was going to give up. He kept his head up the whole time, told him, like, we're going to go out here and score. Like, believe it, and we're going to do it. Lander is just high momentum, high energy, and he's going to play ball. Lander's that dude that gives himself, he carries himself the same way no matter what happens. Say they score, he's still going to carry himself the same way as if he caught a pig. Like, he's just that type of person.
Bird, you had 3 touchdowns today. What did you know that your role was coming into the game, and how pleased were you with your performance tonight?
Really, just come out here, give everything I got, go out here, have fun, make the best of every opportunity I'm given. I know my job is to pretty much be that person that's going to go get the yards on short downs, but if it pops, do something with it, and that's what I'm able to do and be capable of.
Lander, in the first half there, Kansas State was able to run almost at will. Joe Jackson had a huge first half. What specifically was talked about in the locker room at halftime? What was the approach coming out in the second half to slow that down?
I mean, coming into this, we knew Kansas State was a very good team, a good physical team. They're going to try to run the ball, establish it early, and I mean, they were able to do that in the first half. And so we just had to go in there and turn it up a notch. I mean, we were kind of flat a little bit in the first half, and we were missing gaps, just simple things that just kept snowballing until it was just a big avalanche there, just breaking open runs. So I mean, at the end of the day, we just had to clean up our assignments, gaps down defense. But I mean, hats off to them. That's a good, tough team right there.
For Devin, Kyle has mentioned all throughout the season that you've been battling injuries. Your percentage changes each week. Just what does this moment mean for you when you're battling through injuries, when you're battling with your team, and to kind of have this moment? I mean, just what does it mean for you? And then for Wayshawn and Bird, what was, I guess, he telling you guys in the huddle on the sidelines when you guys were down 10 before the game-winning drive?
Yeah, it means a lot just to wear the uniform, to be around who I am. Those guys know what it means to be a youth, and I'm proud to be part of that group. So any day I'm able to suit up and be with my boys, I'm gonna give it my all. And man, those two over there, I thought I was hard to tackle. Those two right there, man, they make people miss. They put their bodies on the line for the team, and man, I'm proud of the way they're running the ball and they're giving us that extra leverage on offense. So shout out to Bird and Wayshawn as well.
I mean, what I gotta say, what he said in that huddle and off the field is like, we still in the game. Defense gonna make it stop, and they did. So we went out there and played our game. We went out there trusting in Devin, trust the whole line, and the whole line did their job.
Really just came down to trusting your guys, trust your playmakers, get the ball to your best players. I told Dev, pressure makes diamonds, but also crumbles people. Prove you're a diamond. Show it out to people. Show who you are.
Wayshawn, you opened the second half with some angry running. What would you say was, your mentality when the second half started and you got the ball in your hand?
My mentality was anybody in front of me can't mess with me. So I go out there and I see a cross. I'm like, okay, I went through the grind. I don't know what he did, but I know what I did. So when I went out that field, and I'm like, okay, my O-line with me. I got my QB and my receivers with me, so I can go out there and ball out.
Lander, we've seen you on the sidelines of Rice Eccles Stadium since you were like a little kid. This is your last game here, and you walk it off with that interception. Has that set in yet? Have the emotions of that been processed yet?
No way. That's going to take a couple days, but no, it's a blessing to be able to play in this program. I mean, it's a great environment to play in. I mean, I'm going to miss it.
Last one from Josh.
What was your guys' thoughts when Teo takes that ball back all the way for 2 points? I mean, obviously changed the game. Just kind of what was your overall thoughts on that?
Yeah, those 2 points matter. That's you look at the game totally different. What we got to do on offense and what defense has to hold them to. So that's credit to the whole entire defense who was out there. He needed blocks to get there, and man, for our team to just still be locked in. That's again what I was talking about. Just being locked in until that clock said 0. It was one of those moments for sure, and that's huge respect. When the team's able to show the rest of the team that we're still out here, we believe we can win.
That's just smart football by Teo right there. I mean, we're taught all the time if on a 2-point play, if we get the ball, score at any cost. I mean, lateral, got to do what you got to do. So I mean, that was very intelligent by him. Just make a play.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate y'all, fam.
Hope you enjoyed that one. That was one for the ages. I guess games like that come along every once in a great while, but so proud of our guys hanging in there. Got battered in the run game. If you'd have said we're going to give up nearly 500 yards rushing and win the game, I'd say you're crazy. I mean, that doesn't happen. And so just a great illustration of what determination and guts and never say die attitude can get you. And that just so happy for our seniors to be able to go out with a win, their last opportunity in Rice Eccles. Excuse me, when I think about our seniors, I get emotional, so I apologize. But it's just so awesome for them to be able to have that experience. Offense, great job. Continuing, first of all, we got down coming out of halftime. We're down 10. We scored two touchdowns right out of the gate, which put us in the lead for just a short period of time. Then of course we got behind again. One of the pivotal plays of the game, the 2-point conversion, where instead of them getting the 2 points, we intercept it and get so it's a 4-point reversal, which really made a difference there at the end, obviously, in the strategy. I thought Devin played a very good game. He had well over 300 yards of total. A lot of great individual efforts on offense. The offensive line played well again. We had 259 rushing, so that was a big deal. 292 rushing, 259 throwing. So a lot of good things. Wayshawn Parker goes to 100 yards again for the night. Creed Whitmore stepped in for RD. Ryan Davis went down, and Creed stepped in and did a nice job. Caught 6 balls. So just so many things that are positive, but not a lot of positives on defense. We understand that, but we got the interception there at the end to seal it. So that was our lone takeaway of the evening. But just one of those games where stuff happens and it's you can't script it. You couldn't make that up. And so just proud of our guys, and again particularly grateful that our seniors could have the opportunity to win their last game here at Rice Eccles. Questions?
Kyle, Can you identify what went wrong with the Russian defense to give up that?
Yeah, it was just it was a power run game, just a basic power play, and it was an A-gap power play where we'll start strong side and cut it back, and we continually didn't defend it the right way. We were out of square, we were losing gaps, and so obviously we didn't do a good enough job as coaches to getting them ready to play, especially that particular play. But it was that one play did the majority of the damage. They just ran it over and over, and we just didn't do a good enough job as coaches. So that's on me.
Kyle, what does Rice Eccles Stadium and this environment mean to you personally?
Oh, it's incredible, and you know I did see a few fans leaving when I think we got down by 10 with not much time to go, and didn't like to see that, but you know I guess you can't blame them. But those fans that hung around, that was a special treat for them, and those fans that did hang around were as loud as a packed stadium at the end. That was deafening in there, and the Muss. Awesome, you know, one of the best student sections in the country. Our band, just so many positives in Rice Eccles and the environment there, and we're fortunate to be able to have that kind of home field advantage.
Kyle, you've talked a lot about just what Devin Dampier has meant to this team in terms of leadership. I think that was on display tonight. Just walk me through, you know, from the sideline, just what was your emotions, what was running through your head when you saw him finally cross the goal line for the eventually game-winning touchdown?
Yeah, that last score, it was surreal. I mean, first of all, when he popped that fourth and 1, you know, that was about a 60-yard run, 60-yard run, and I thought he had scored on that, but you know, it was just a moment that, you know, like I said, you can't even dream it up. I mean, it just happens, and just have to enjoy it. I mean, because you find yourself on the other end of those type of games too at times, and so just enjoy the good ones.
Luke Ficklen had 3 touchdowns. What was his role coming into the game, and how well did he execute that?
He had the same role that he's had the last couple games, last 3 games, where he supplements a little bit. Devin's still not 100%, and so we supplement a certain percentage of the plays with Bird. And you saw what a terrific runner he is again tonight. He put that on display. Didn't have much of an opportunity to throw the ball. I think he only had a couple throws, but I maintain that he is a big-time player with a huge upside and a high ceiling, and he's really helped us win games this year.
I know your job is to win the games. There's a committee that's got to decide who the best teams in the country are, and we've got to figure out where you guys stand in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Winning games ugly, like this one was, what does that say about a team?
I don't think it's an ugly win. I mean, it was a close win, but you know, that was an exciting game, and you know, to me, you know, there's a win's a win. I'm never one that's going to sit here and lobby for whether we should be in or not. I don't believe in that. The play on the field speaks for itself. We're 9-2. Got a chance to get to 10 if we take care of business next week, and we'll see if that's good enough. That's pretty much all I can say about that.
Coach, you did get a little emotional thinking of your senior class.
Yes.
If there's a moment from this game tonight that kind of sums up what this senior class is all about, or that you'll remember about this class, is there one?
Wow, so many. There's too many. I don't think there's any one in particular, but just the guts and the intestinal fortitude that they showed, and never say die attitude. I mean, they were the whole time on the sidelines. No one was pointing fingers. No one was getting down on anybody. It was just very positive and very upbeat, and that's who we are. And that's our culture.
Coach, do your best job at walking the fans through and painting a picture for from the moment Kansas State went up by 12 to Teo taking that 2-point conversion back. Just do your best job of painting the picture for the fans, helping put them on the sidelines. What was the message? What was being talked about from players to coaches?
Well, we knew there was enough time to still win. I mean, it was not a done deal. I guess ESPN had us at 97% chance of losing at that point on the meter. My daughters look at that the whole game, and that's how they decide if they're happy or not. But it was down to 97%. But there's 3% there for us, I guess. So you know, we felt that if we could get the ball in the end zone again, then manage the clock, and we had all 3 timeouts. Fortunately, we didn't squander any of the timeouts because that was huge down the stretch there to have all 3 of those in your pocket. But everyone on the sideline never stopped believing. You know, nobody threw in the towel. They had that belief, that unwavering belief that you need to have there, and they continue to persevere. So that's as good a picture as I can paint.
Kyle, it's become pretty clear how much Devin and Lander mean to this team emotionally.
Yeah.
What did it mean to you to see them make the plays that they did late in the game, the 59-yard run, the interception for Lander?
Yeah, it was great, and what a fitting way for Lander Barton to finish his career here at Rice Eccles. I guess maybe there may be one more, I don't know, but for him to seal the victory with that pick, he's done so much for this program through the years. Just a tremendous competitor. You know, his whole family. It starts with his parents played here, and his mom was an all-WAC performer in 2 sports, and of course Jackson came here, and then Cody, and then Lander, and his sister, Danny is tremendous, and so the whole family has just been so integral to Utah athletics for so many years. It was good to see him be the guy to seal it.
Take 2 more.
Kyle, at halftime, there's a lot of different ways to play it. You encourage them, be angry and fired
Yeah.
up. What did you say, and how did you say it?
I led into the defense pretty good. I said that's not who we are. I mean, there's times to coddle, and there's times to get after them, and I felt that was the time to do that, and that was my message, and they responded. They didn't flinch. They didn't hang their head. They got the message loud and clear, and not that we are as good as we needed to be in the second half either. I mean, we were at the end there, but we still were not who we usually are. But offense had been productive, and just telling them, hey, your job is to go out and score this first drive and cut the deficit to 3, and they did. In successive drives, they scored, but defense, they knew. They're smart kids. They understand, and got after the coaches too, because we weren't doing our best job coaching.
Last one for Sammy.
Kyle, Teo has had an up and down season. He had that 2-point conversion that was into an interception. Can you just speak about how important that play in particular was for this game, and also how important it was for Teo, who has had such an up and down year?
Yeah, and I would say when you say up and down, I think it was down the first half and it's been way up the second half. It hasn't been like a roller coaster. He just wasn't playing his best ball. He knew it. A lot of that's our fault. We had to, we put him down at strong safety for a period of time instead of free, that's really where he feels most comfortable. And about midway through the season, we said, hey, we're going to just put Teo back where he feels more comfortable, and he started to flourish from there. And so that's as much on us as it is on him. But the second half of the season, he's really played like he's capable of. That play, as I mentioned, was instrumental. If that play doesn't happen, it's probably a different outcome. In fact, if we didn't score on it, that would have changed the complexion of it. If we would have just defended it, still put us at a pretty good deficit. And so, like I said, that was a 4-point switch, and kept our hopes alive. Gave us a better chance.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, guys, thank you.